Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me, sir, you're in the wrong bathroom. Oh, if I had a nickel for every time. Or for every time that a child is looking at me with that confused look. I can always tell right before it's about to happen. Puzzled little eyes looking me up and down. They take a step closer, and then it comes out. Are you a boy or a girl? I usually keep it simple. I'm a girl. Oh, but you dress like a boy. I do, but those are just clothes. Normally, it's that simple. With adults, it can be much more complicated. Society has taught us what a woman should look like, how a woman should act and behave in order to be seen and heard, and from an early age, I did not fit into that mold. My mom says from the time that I could point, I was shaking my head no to dresses and pointing at pants instead. Growing up, I was Levi's and checkered Vans, button-up shirt and hats, roughing it with the boys, football in the mud, climbing trees. I knew that I didn't want to do what the other little girls were doing, and I didn't want to wear what the other little girls were wearing, and even then, I knew that somehow made me strange. I can remember going to the mountains. We were going inner tubing. I must have been about 9 or 10. I think it was a church group. We all had our inner tubes. We get to the top of the mountain, and when it comes down to it, nobody wants to go first. I take a second, and then I jump in. I'm ready, I'll go. What? You can't go first? You're a girl. Aren't you scared? No, I'm not scared. I'm ready. And as I get in my tube and I start to go down the mountain, I hear it. Well, she's not scared, but she's not a real girl. And that's the first day that I really questioned who I was and how I was being perceived. Now, my mom, bless her soul, is a wonderful woman. She saw me. She accepted me. She encouraged me to be myself. She told me that I was perfect just the way that I was and that I didn't have to change for anybody, including her. Thank you, Mom. I love you. I can remember her and I shopping. We came across this bin, half purses and half wallets. Let's pick one, she said. I make my way around, I focus on the wallets, and I pick one. I'll take this one. Are you sure? You could keep looking. Nope, I think I want this one. Why don't you come to this side? Maybe you'll find something you like. Nope, I like this one. It's got Velcro, it's got a pocket. Okay, babe, you can have that one. She never pressured me. She never tried to put me in a box, and she always gave me the freedom to make my own choices. And that helped. Mom, I love you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. So even with all this love and acceptance that I had at home, I was still struggling. I knew how people were perceiving me. I also knew what I thought and felt. I always pictured myself in the masculine role. I was Prince Charming. I was the one charging in to save the day. I was the knight in shining armor. I also liked to bake and cook, but when I stacked it up, I felt much more male. And so I thought, I have to be in the wrong body. I was supposed to be born a boy. So I spent a large part of my adolescence thinking that I needed to transition. And it was confusing because I really liked my body, my breasts, my curves. I thought about one day having kids, but we live in this binary. From the moment a baby is born, we put them in a pink blanket or a blue blanket, a pink ribbon or a blue hat. That comes with expectations about how they'll act and behave, and that comes with expectations about how we'll treat them. So I thought I had to choose. I thought it would be awkward or weird if I did girly things, so I decided to let that go, to let go of my feminine side and focus on my masculinity, and that left me feeling incomplete. As I started to grow older, I learned about things like colonization, patriarchy, what I now know is heterosexual patriarchy and gender norms. I started to question the labels I was using to define myself and why. I thought about what a blessing women are. Women bring life, Everything that's beautiful, we refer to as a woman. You're looking at an awesome car, she's a beaut. The moon, the earth. I realized that I needed my femininity. I had to have my femininity back, and I needed to reclaim my womanhood. And once I did that and combined it with my masculinity, I became whole. I started to question everything. How we define characteristics as masculine or feminine, courage, bravery, strength, nurturing, loving, caring. I thought about all the strong, courageous women in my life, my mother, my grandmother, teachers who had helped me along the way. I thought about men I knew who were soft and gentle, and I began to realize that those characteristics were not male or female, they were human. And it is the genderization of characteristics that is the problem, not how I felt. I started to think about this spectrum. There is a whole spectrum of gender and sexuality. Those are different things, by the way. And for me, with gender, that means that I can embrace this natural goatee and still love my breasts, that I can be courageous, strong, and brave, and still be soft and gentle. My masculinity is revolutionary. I don't want to just be another one of the bros. I want my masculinity to be healthy and transformative. I realize the privilege in my masculinity, and I want to use that to empower others. I know now that I can carry and embody masculinity and not want or need to be a man. I am a woman. Not because of my body, not because of how I'm perceived or how I present. I am a woman because I say I'm a woman. I am a woman because I self-identify as a woman, just as any other woman. Just as when a trans woman says she's a woman, she's a woman. It is not up to us it is not up to society to define who we are. So please, join me. Let's let little girls be brave and little boys be gentle. Let's look at each other with love and acceptance instead of judgment. The next time that we see a man wearing nail polish or a woman in a suit and tie, let's not wonder why. Let's not question or judge. It's not about us. It's personal. As for me, I will not shave my goatee for the comfort of others. I will not shave my legs to attend a pool party, and I will not let society define to me what it means to be a woman. I am unapologetically me. I am unapologetically masculine. I am a daughter, a sister, and an aunt. I am a poet, a lover, and a friend. I am a human being. I am the dream of my ancestors. I am the breath of ancient wind. I am the seed of the brujas that you couldn't burn. I am a woman. Thank you. Thank you.